So I want to talk about how and why I chose St. Edward's University. I was a junior when I started looking at schools when I was still in high school, and I knew that I wanted a private university and I knew that I wanted a smaller university. So I was applying to some bigger schools like Baylor and TCU were my two big schools, and then I was applying to some smaller universities like Trinity University, an out-of-state university called Bradley University, and then St. Edward's. So I applied to 5 schools total. And I was doing a lot of school visits, and they were all kind of the same to me. They were very cookie cutter, and I felt like I was getting a front. I didn't feel like I was seeing the real life of the students. I didn't feel like I was seeing what it meant to be a student at that university. And I left each university with kind of a feeling in my stomach like I knew that it wasn't for me. My mom is my best friend, and my mom went on all these tours with me to all these different universities. We took weekend trips, we spent nights in hotels to find a place that would be good for me. And we finally decided to go visit St. Edward's after going to a college fair in my hometown. And I stopped at a St. Edward's University booth, and I talked to somebody from the university. They were so nice. I think she was a volleyball player, I'm not sure, but she made an impression on me. She was nice. I remembered what it felt like to talk to her. And so we decided, okay, we'll go see St. Edward's. So we went to go see St. Ed's, and first of all, the drive up here was really pretty. And I had been to Austin a couple of times when I was young. I did a lot of like UIL tournaments in high school in Austin, but I've never spent much time in the city. So driving into Austin was incredible. I felt like I was in a totally different country even from Tomball, Texas, which is where I'm from, which is a very small town. There's not much to do. So seeing the buildings, seeing all the cool artwork everywhere, I felt like I was encompassed by a totally different culture. When I got onto the campus, it was immediate. I don't know how to explain it besides me and my mom on the tour. We were kind of sitting apart from each other. We would just look at each other and be like, nod, like point, oh my god, this is it. It just felt different and it felt right, and I left there with my heart full and I felt at home. And there's no other way to explain it besides the impression that the people made on me and the way that the campus made me feel, how beautiful it was. Everything that they told me about the university, I knew that it was right for me. So I was sitting at one of the early orientation sessions that first day, and I heard this girl next to me, and she goes, "Hey, are you Maddie Cohen?" And I was like, "Yes." "Who are you?" And she was like, "I'm Alexa. I follow you on Twitter." And when we were freshmen, that was the cool thing. I think it still is the cool thing to do, is hashtag SEU18. Click on it, find people who are going to St. Edward's, and connecting with those people and making those early on connections even before we stepped onto campus. And so Alexa was one of those people who we had made that early connection. We had followed each other on Twitter. I don't even know if we had DM'd each other or anything, but it was that early connection. And then when we met each other at orientation, it was immediately comforting to know at least a familiar face. And for me, because I was so shy, it made me feel better, and we kind of stuck to each other right away. Later on in the day, we actually found out that we were rooming together at orientation, and we were just ecstatic because we had made that instant connection. We roomed together, and after Topper Tales with the ghost stories, we were both terrified. We stayed up all night talking, basically, and we became really good friends. And now, 3 years later, me and Alexa are the best of friends, and it's one of the best stories that I think I can take away from my college career and say the first friend that I made at St. Edward's is one of my best friends that I made at St. Edward's, and we kept that connection. And I think that that's really different about St. Edward's, is a lot of times people go into college and they make these initial friend groups, but then they drift away from them for whatever reason. But at St. Edward's, it's like some of those first impressions that you make carry with you throughout the entire college experience. The little picture that we all took together on the Ragsdale lawn, I still have that picture with our orientation leader and then all of us in the group, and I kept it on my wall all of freshman year, and I still have it. It's in one of my scrapbooks that I make for each year at St. Edward's. I think it's really cool that I have that physical memory from orientation, and I will have it forever and I'll always know what it is. And also it's amazing to me to look back at a picture like that and see how much I've changed, because I was so shy in high school, and I think orientation was one of the first steps that I took to get out of my comfort zone and out of the box and meet new people and make those lasting relationships that I still have today. Anchors is, I think, really where I kind of took the first step to my path at St. Edward's and discovered what I wanted to do and where I wanted to head during my time on the Hilltop. And I really am grateful for that experience, because it exposed me to so much about what St. Edward's is about, and didn't just orientate me to the university, but it really gave me an idea of where I wanted to go and what I wanted to do from here. I'm really thankful for all the opportunities that St. Edward's has given me. I know that a lot of those ideas were instilled in me during my transition process in orientation and anchors. And I became an RA, I got involved with an organization and actually chartered an organization on campus. I worked as a TA and I absolutely loved it. And there's so many other things that I enjoy about St. Edward's every day that I know that I wouldn't be able to experience